Welcome back to the Whiskey Wisdom Podcast. I am your co-host, Tyler Yaw, and today I am with my constant co-host, Chris Kellum. And today on Whiskey and Wisdom, we are sitting down with Evynn and Ryan, the founders of Everyday Club, a platform built to make healthy living simpler, more realistic, and a lot less overwhelming. Evynn brings a background in nursing, a passion for research, and an obsession with reading labels. And Ryan brings the perspective of a creator, producer, and the guy willing to ask, does this actually matter, or is it just more expensive? Together, they test healthier foods, products, and lifestyle changes, then share what genuinely deserves a place in your everyday routine. Their philosophy is simple. Eat clean most of the time, enjoy life all the time. Evyn and Ryan, welcome to the podcast.
Dang, I need a new bio.
That was good. Yes. Love
He's
that.
been killing it.
Thanks for having us. That was
Love that.
awesome.
Yeah.
You make this sound good. Okay, I love this. Thank you.
Wondering
Did
what
my
I
job.
for
I'm
a
done
living.
now. It's all to you.
Tyler's got it.
Oh, I love that. So welcome.
Let me start out here just so we know.
Send
'cause
it.
Chris here had said on the last podcast, I do all of the getting people on the podcast and everything like
Yeah.
that. Usually people I've met out in the wilderness or whatever somewhere. With you all, I've seen your stuff popping up mostly because you've been interviewing a lot of people we've had on the podcast previously.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, wait, we had them on the podcast. So
No way.
that's when I was like, I need to get them on now. So
I was curious.
Love
I wanted
it.
to know how y'all found us.
Yeah.
Amy
That
and
adds up.
Kristen, right? You had them on the
we haven't had them on the podcast, but I know of them because of their podcast.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. And then my mom knows them pretty well too. So even though we are a drinking podcast, we do have a underlying theme of health and wellness on the
Love that.
podcast.
We had a bottle of wine last night.
We did, and I woke up with the headaches.
Yep.
You should have let it breathe.
We
We
did.
tried. Gave it
No.
like 10, 15 minutes, and I was like,
We also
oh,
split the bottle, so we're, had a little too much, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's supposed to be about 30 minutes. You don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Things
I'm
I
in a
didn't
rush
know.
sometimes. When it's been a long day, I'm
Yeah.
like, come
It's
on.
like, once you
Open
have
the
that
wine.
bottle,
The only reason I know that is from an episode of How I Met Your Mother, because like Marshall and Lily were like trying to make like couple friends. And they're like, oh yeah, let's go to drink. And they're like, no. You have to let it breathe for about 30 minutes. And they're like,
Important.
we're 3 years old. We want to go drinking. We're not these people.
if I open a bottle of wine, I give it like 30 seconds to breathe.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a white wine, it
Now-
doesn't need to breathe that long. But like
Yeah.
reds, you definitely need to.
We are not wine connoisseurs, but we do know we will drink only wine from Italy. So very, very picky about that.
Yeah.
Do y'all
It
know
does make
about-
a huge difference. So.
It does.
1000%.
Do you know about the DOCG label too? To look for your wine. So it's DOC or DOCG. So it's all about how the wine or the grapes are harvested in Italy. So they have very strict practices for their grapes. So you're not getting the glyphosate and all the pesticides. So we're like only wine from Italy from now on. So look for that
good to know.
DOCG label
Yeah,
Okay.
or DOC.
or DOC. You know it's good.
Definitely makes a difference though,
know
the
it's
next
good.
day. For me, I mean,
Unless you
I
drink
never
too
get
much.
hungover.
Right.
It's
Doesn't make as much
fine.
difference.
Whatever.
You should have drank more water beforehand, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a long day. We did a lot yesterday.
We did a lot, and we
Yeah.
were sweating all day, so I was already dehydrated.
That'll do it.
Kind of screwed myself.
Yeah.
Oh well,
It's
we're
all
here.
good. So, most people know about me and Tyler. What do you guys tell us about yourself outside of his bio?
Yeah, there's a lot.
You hit it hard, Ryan.
thanks.
You got
You
this.
want me to go first?
Tell us all about what's on your hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually the first podcast I've done not for what I do normally.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
normally I do music. Like I have a whole artist page, and I've been
Oh,
doing
nice,
music
okay.
for the past 10 years. So I've done plenty of different podcasts for that. So this is kind of cool. It's honestly refreshing to be doing something and talking about something different.
Right.
But yeah, that's been my main focus for a long, long time. But I've been dating Evyn. Now we're married for 11 years, and
Congrats.
I was always into health. Thank you, I appreciate
Thank
that. But she just kind of took it to the next level because she just started learning and getting more fascinated by it and teaching me everything that she knew. And I don't know, I just got super interested and started thinking a little bit more about what I eat and consume, and because I eat a lot. I'm like Joey from Friends, it's like I just like a good sandwich. But yeah, now we run this Everyday Club situation, which kind of it snowballed into its own thing. It was not what we're doing now is not what I intended it to be from the very beginning.
Really?
That's very for sure.
So what was it supposed to be in the beginning?
So the reason we even have the merch, the shirt she's wearing and the hat, weren't because we were making stuff for the interviews. We wanted to do I wanted to do something that was for YouTube, which is, I wanted to do like our own reality show, essentially. It's really hard to explain how I kind of fell into that situation. We had an apartment in Charlotte, and she would go to work, and I would just do something crazy, like turn the apartment into a go-kart track while she was gone. And then she'd come back, and we had 2 go-karts, everything's moved, there's like lights and all this crazy stuff. And I just kept doing all these fun things, and I tried to make it like a little reality show. And I don't know why that was our first approach to it. And then there was one day we were actually house sitting in Virginia Beach. And I was like, man, I really want to find a way that Evyn can control this a little bit more, and it can kind of dive into the health and wellness space just a little bit more. So she has something that she can kind of be passionate about as well. I feel like she was looking for something to do in between jobs at that time. And I was like, okay, how can we do this? And I was on the toilet looking at Instagram.
Good ideas come.
Yep. I was looking at School of Hard Knocks. You seen that guy who goes up asking people what they do to get rich? And I was like, what if someone just went up and asked them, like, what do they do to like get healthy and like stay fit or get ripped?
Smart.
And I was like, oh, I could totally do that. Like, why not? And so I told her about it. I'm like, man, we just need to find some guy who's like at least like 50, 60 up that's just ripped. I don't know how we're going to find him. And we had a gym we were working out there, and we were just there working out. I was no plans in like, interviewing anybody, and this guy walks in, and I start chatting with him, and he's ripped, dude. I'm like, how old are you? And he said, 78. I'm like,
oh, jeez.
What? Like, this guy,
you know?
dude, it blew my mind. I'm like, 78? Like, that's just not what you expect. And I'm like, Evyn, we got to ask this guy. We got to do it. Like, I have no plans. I have no questions. Like, I wrote down some questions really quickly, and I was like, all right, Evyn, get your phone. We're going to film this. And I asked the guy if he'd do it, and he's more than willing to do it. He's all excited, and I just did it. We filmed it, put it out like 2 days later, and it got like a couple million views. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't expect it to go like that. But now I'm like, okay, I have to dive in. So that's how we got to where we are now. But that's my story. I rambled a little bit, but
that's perfect.
You know,
that really is what it is. It was more of like, okay, we want to share what we're already doing, because a lot of our family, a lot of our friends, they're all like, what creatine do you use? And, you know, you send it to them and you're like, okay, there you go. But then we're like, why don't we create a website where it's free? There's just healthier options, healthier alternatives.
Well, everyone asked her.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and it was all the time.
And I'm like, I am not a doctor, you know. This is just what we're using. This is from our research of like really diving into reading the label and figuring out what's in your food. It's not about restriction. It's just about, oh, maybe I'm going to choose this ketchup because it has less additives. Right. Or maybe I'm going to choose this ketchup because it has no sugar added. So it's really just like making those little changes. So that's why we're like, okay, let's include a whole grocery list, a whole grocery section, and then having a whole home and beauty, you know, because
on the website.
On the website. Because as women, and then also for men too, like I love products. So I'm like, I don't know the research, but it's like, as women, we slather on like 160 something additives or chemicals to our body like every day.
That's crazy.
And it adds up. So it's just like, let's just pick something that is a little more clean. Right. That's still good. So doing that, and then we send out our weekly emails too, just to showcase like what we're doing, what we're eating this week.
She also was a nurse, though, and she was in med sales.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She did a lot of stuff before.
That is true.
She got a lot of exposure to like, oh, I don't want to.
Yeah, Western medicine, time and place, love it, but it just wasn't sitting, you know. Holistic wellness side. Yeah.
It's more your vibe.
That's the vibe.
Yeah. What kind of nursing were you in?
I only did bedside for a little bit. Oh, yeah. I did ortho, and then actually I started in the neuro ICU.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yep. So I did that for about 2 years, and then I went into med sales, which was cool because it was more, you know, it was different. It wasn't patient care as much, but still clinical. And then, now we're doing Everyday Club. And then I guess, too, I'm working for a company now that does at-home blood work.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All the peptides, all the things now. So it's, like, really cool to learn about that because I'm so interested. So that's a new thing for me too.
Is that a local place?
No, it's through Jevity.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you can do at home blood work, or you can go to Quest and do your biomarkers, and then you're able to, they read your blood work. You're connected with a longevity specialist. They do all your blood work, supplements. Then you have access to prescriptions. So you can do peptides and all, I'm sure y'all have heard all about the peptides. So it's like actually cool to actually know. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do them yet, but haven't done them.
Okay. Yeah. No, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So it's really important for all the people to get their education on it, because there's some stuff out there that's not legit. That's for sure.
It seems kind of like the Wild West. If you don't know what you're looking at, you could definitely be thrown into some stuff.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I do Function Health.
Yeah.
So that's where I get a lot of
did.
my. Oh yeah. So this is my second year that I've done it.
Okay, cool.
And I work with a holistic doctor right down the road too.
Nice.
So,
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice that Wilmington has holistic options.
Right.
Have you been to the holistic dentist that's over there?
Yeah.
And you're
Link?
active?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that the one? I think
I go
there's two.
to Wilmington Holistic Dentistry.
Okay,
It's like
so
right
there
down
must
the
be
road from here.
okay.
Wait,
at
there's a
that.
holistic
Yeah.
dentist?
Yeah.
It's like a spa experience. It is not like your
It's
regular
wild.
dentist.
Yeah.
Like
sure-
I could live there.
I'm sure
at Link.
my dental coverage doesn't cover that.
No,
No,
it
it
doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's twice a year. It makes a difference. No fluoride.
Yeah.
Ozone therapy on your teeth. That's nice.
That explains why y'all's teeth are so nice.
I was like,
I don't think it's that.
I just drank coffee. I'm like,
got
ooh, I
lucky.
didn't brush my teeth.
I did messed up for a long time.
So were you just into being healthy, or were you like bodybuilding? Like what drove you, or like got your mind into that, like
Ooh,
that thought?
both of us were always so super active. Like I grew up as a gymnast, and then I think just from there, like I just always was active doing sports. And I remember going to the Y with my mom, and she's like, all right, let's work on our arms. And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do legs, So it's been like such a learning curve, because now like we both just lift weights mostly, and then do yoga and walk a lot. So it's really just a combination of, I guess, resistance training, yoga, and walking.
Yeah.
No bodybuilding, but
No
Definitely
Pilates?
grew up doing all of it.
no Pilates.
No, I've never tried it. I've heard it's really good though.
Do you like
Definitely
Pilates?
would be.
Do I look like I've ever?
You never know.
You never
I've done a
know.
lot of random things, but no,
Yeah,
I've
see,
not
random.
done Pilates.
Yeah.
I like Pilates, but it's not. We use ClassPass. It's not really.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 15 credits for one class, and I'm like, nah.
It's intimidating. The reformers and stuff.
Yeah.
They're scary looking, man.
It's good workout though.
I did not realize you had one lady on who got me down the path of more like Pilates knowledge, but I'm like, I didn't know there was like mat Pilates and then reformer Pilates, and then you can just add like blocks and like I was like, you go from super basic to like really advanced.
Yeah.
I only knew reformer was a thing.
There's so
gotta
many
try it.
variations of everything, man. I
Right.
swear. It's intense, but
Unless-
we're trying new things.
Yeah,
Except for
trying new
workouts.
things is fun.
I feel
not
like
opposed.
there's only like 7 major workouts, and everything else is just a change your grip.
You'd
Yeah.
be surprised, man. Kids these days on Instagram, they'd be coming up with some stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
they doing that. It seems so extreme. I'm like,
true.
oh.
Keep it simple though. That is really the
Yeah.
True.
Honestly, I've been doing, some of the same workouts since I was 16. And it was stuff my dad taught me. And he, my dad grew up in that era, was like the Arnold workouts. And that's like your basic. And I think that still is so like something that everyone should kind of follow and build off of that format. It's just because it's like, you're not overthinking, you're not over moving. And I don't know. I mean, for me, it's worked well. So I try to stay consistent. But now we've been trying to variate a little bit, do some more interesting, like, I don't know, stuff that's not using weights as much, or I'm not doing squats with like back squats anymore. I'm trying to get away from things that I know are going to affect me in the long run.
Right.
That's one thing I'm thinking about a lot more. It's like,
Yeah.
I want to not be, 60 and dealing with too many problems from this.
I think we've learned a lot too from the people
Yeah,
that
that's
we're
true.
interviewing. I say we're too because I'm behind the camera filming them. So I'm like,
The
yes,
camerawoman.
and I'm like, this is so good because every time they say something, it like can stick with you. So we have been adjusting our workouts and our lifestyle from the people that we're interviewing. It's like a 30-second clip. You'll remember that. It's like, it's insane. So the fact that we get to meet these people too and figure out like, oh, should we try this instead? It's just a little test. It's fun.
That was actually going to be one of my questions for you is How many people have you interviewed at this point?
I mean, not as many as I feel like I should be.
Like,
honestly, like we've probably done almost 40 interviews.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which, you know, it's not a ton. I don't have like all the time in the world to be doing this. Like I said, I am
'cause you
doing
have
music
another stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like right now I'm in that piece. I'm in that time frame where I'm like, okay, how can I put more effort into the everyday club stuff? Because it really is doing a lot,
Right.
and it's doing it very naturally, and it's feeding a business that definitely has a 10x potential. So like I'm like, what can I do to start doing a little bit more and doing more interviews? But then you understand the editing process.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, how much money am I willing to spend on outsourcing? Am I willing to do that because I know I can do it myself, and I've been doing everything
Right.
myself?
and he's
for
so
long.
good at it.
Well, it's hard because like I think that's that's where people start to work backwards, is where they can't figure out how to hire someone to
Right.
to push them forward. And once you make that investment, it can actually progress you so much farther.
Yes.
But taking that initial hit is very hard.
Right.
And it's for any business. It's not just for making videos and content. It could be for building a boat selling business. Doesn't matter what it is. Hiring an employee. So that's what you're doing. So I'm like, when am I going to bite this bullet and hire somebody and, you know,
So if you know anybody.
start.
Right.
Exactly. Well, it's because we just started making money, but it's like, damn, I know
Now
I
you're
need to
going to lose
reinvest
money
it.
because you're going to spend it.
Exactly.
But that'll help you.
Make more in the
Yes.
end, and then it's like you grow, everything else grows, and so we're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, and the hard part too right now is like growing anything. There's so many people you could ask the question of, but if that person or like that style of editing doesn't match up to what you had in mind, it's not going to work. So you
That's
just
such a tough process, because if it's like a week or two you just went through dealing with that, it's
Exactly.
like, man, I
Right.
just lost so much time
Yeah.
trying to do that, and I could have done it in 10 minutes. And so you really got to get out of your own head and figure out the best way to go about that. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. So 'cause I want to do, man, I want to be like batch interviews. I want to be out there like cold, going out to people and just getting like 10, 15 interviews in a day, maybe even more.
Right.
And then having all that and then just giving it to somebody to put it all together and crank out, so we can put out at least a piece a day. But right now it's like 1 to 2 a week, and I'll split up the interviews into 2 parts.
Right.
And it works well. It's not like it's killing us, but I know that we could do more and get more stories out there and really kind of grow the whole club and just create more potential.
Yeah, that's neat. How long have you been doing it for?
We've been doing Everyday Club since September. She mentioned a website, which I guess I didn't mention before. We created, before we started doing the interviews, I built a website for us because everyone kept asking Evyn, you know, what do we need to do?
Right.
And I just went on Wix. I built a website. I had built one for Ryan James for music years ago, and I've always been using Wix. And I built a website where basically you can go in, you can search it like Amazon, you can type in bread, cereal, whatever, and it'll pull up 4 or 5 different types of of cereal or bread that's healthier alternative for you. So it's easier to find those things because it's so hard. There's so many people saying so many different things, and this is all stuff that Evyn and I have tried, or we already have or are using, or we know the people that are actually creating it. And so it's just a better way for people to go find those sources without
That's awesome.
struggling.
So you just started in September?
Yeah, we started, was it September or
Like,
August?
well, I guess it was August, but he built the website, so that was always something that is like plug and play, just adding new things. And
Now it's like more serious now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to build now I started doing the Substack. Have you all heard about Substack? I started that community like 2 months ago, which I think I was intimidated by at first because I'm like always introducing a new social media platform. Like, oh my
It's
God,
always
another
hard,
one,
for
another
Yeah.
one. Exactly. Is it going to be something worth it? But actually it's been really helpful because it's very clean, sleek. It's an easy way for us to email people. When I was trying to email people through the website, I'm getting technical now, but it was like you couldn't send emails with pictures and videos, and it would always like go to their spam. But the Substack community is so much easier. Like I can have a list of people, because at the end of the day, those are real contacts. Like having your followers is great, but it's not a solid list that you can always have and you can reach out to offer them a product, to offer them, I don't know, something that can help them in their daily life, like a workout. So that's something I've been really kind of honing in on.
Yeah. You never know, with,
Workouts.
especially Instagram, they can like demonetize you tomorrow or just randomly just like take down your whole entire thing. But if you own your own email,
You own
list.
that. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. You own the list. That's
Right.
such
the
a big
list.
thing.
I will say I applaud anybody who's consistently sending out like new information. I used to help like a local company do like their monthly or like bi-monthly like email and like newsletter, and having to like put all this stuff together and like make it make sense and line it up. Mind you, I didn't know how to like make everything pretty, so I was like doing it all by hand.
Dang.
Like, I wish this was so much easier. And the websites would always like, nah, we don't want to make it this small. It's going to be this big now.
Yes. That's why Substack is so nice. They do really make, I'm not like here promoting Substack for any reason, but it makes it so much simpler to do that. There's still some things that you can't really do on there, but to make it pretty, to put a link in, I could put a million links in there, but a video of myself, I can talk and like explain a product, and it makes it so much easier.
Within the 1 year they've been doing it, you gained a huge following already.
Yeah,
what was what was the kind of the magic behind that? So, like, do you think it was just the content that was really connecting, or
I think it's the content for sure. I think it's the people that we're interviewing. I think these guys really do have such special stories, and it's just resonating. I think it's the real authentic way it's coming across too, and you can tell these people genuinely are living this lifestyle. I think also it's like there's a million people that are 20 and 30 years old, like us, telling you what to do to live long, right? And it's like, wait, I'm not 60 or 70 and doing it. So you know, I think having that like as the icing on the cake, like people that are really living it, and you know, like you said in the beginning, 80-20, trying to enjoy your life. I think that people are getting caught up in all the fads and stuff. And I think there's so many benefits to all the new technology that's coming out for sure. Stuff that we didn't have years ago. But also like finding a better balance, not letting it get to your head, you know, something we've been working on.
And I think it goes back to Ruth. She's 101 now. Yeah. And it's so cool because she's our friend. So it's like we are making these connections not only to share on social media because it's such a huge thing anyways, but like to have her, like I'm texting her daughter, like she's sending me pictures of her 101st birthday. So it's just like really cool to have a connection and keep building that connection. It's not like we interview them and we're like, bye. You know, a lot of people are local. Like we see Wayne at the gym. Right. So it's just like, it's so cool to actually see them grow in their social media and like with their workouts and all that. Like Wayne and Lisa now like collaborate with their videos, which is so cool.
People that we interviewed.
Like
that's pretty cool.
It's just like, you know, they're helping each other, and it's like it brings a smile to our face because we're like, oh, that's cool. It's not like we introduce them, but it's like they're seeing the value and the information that they can bring to their followers, and it's like it's just refreshing. It's like, wow, we're friends with them. They're our friends.
We were the beginning. We knew them before they were big.
Yeah, exactly. And they're awesome.
So, kind of breaking like the fourth wall for you guys here is when you go out to interview people, do you already have someone in mind and you're like, hey, come meet me here? Or is it you just standing in the gym and you're like, that's an older person and they're ripped, or like this person at the beach like looks amazing and they look to be over 40 or whatever? Is that how does that work? Or a little bit of both?
That's what I'm really pushing myself to do is to be literally live, have Evyn filming me and just going up and saying, hey, do you like asking the questions and seeing if they'll reciprocate? Yeah. And, you know, in the beginning, these people are, you know, they're 50, 60. I don't know how they feel about social media. You know, like, you know, I don't want to press people and make them feel uncomfortable because a lot of these people want private lives. Sure. But I'm realizing that a lot of these people that are ripped are pretty like active, like upbeat people, and they're really like excited to share their story. And I think they're passionate about that. So they actually welcome that opportunity. So everyone that we've interviewed up till now, it's been like, usually I walk up to them in the gym and I'm like, hey, like, you're incredible. Like, what are you doing? Like, tell me a little bit about yourself. And then I mentioned that we do Everyday Club, and then either we do the interview right there, like while we're already there, if we have our gear, or I'm like, hey, can we set up a time to come back in here and interview you? And obviously I do those bits in the beginning because, man, with social media, you got to find a way to hook people in. Yeah. And like, if that's what it takes to hook people in, to hear this person's story, to affect millions of people and have them change in some way, I'm going to do it. Cause that's for the end result, that's huge. Yep. And that's one of the coolest things, man, is like seeing the comments, seeing the DMs, and like being able to do something that really does like make an impact, you know, on whatever level it is. It's just so cool. And I think that for anything I do, it doesn't matter what. If it's music, like I want to be able to do something that's going to be positive, not just be like all jokes, you know, and just clickbait, and I want it to be
Yeah.
like something people can get something from, and I feel like that is what has happened. So
Yeah.
That's
gotten
neat.
lucky.
Agreed.
I'm like, people wouldn't be following you. Well, people potentially would just follow you just because it's all bots. But I think the amount of interactions you guys in the comments you get are actual people who are interested in the knowledge that you guys are being able to find out there.
Yeah.
Because like you can't run into these people everywhere because you're
That's
in a
also
local
true.
community.
Yeah.
And unless you're like traveling, like, oh, cool. Well, we're planning to go to another, like we're going to Florida or something where, you know, there's a bunch of old people.
Yeah.
It's hard to find people like that. And also just interviewing and talking to people who aren't your age bracket is so like not done these days. Like everyone's like, you know, I'm going to talk to my friends or my peers who are like in that decade wide age bracket. And then everybody else, you're like, nah, I'm good. So I applaud you for having that gumption to be like, all right, let's try this.
Cool, man.
He has so much confidence going in anyways.
I got
He'll just
more.
be like, all right, I'm going to go talk to this person. And it's really just a conversation at that point. It's not any pressure to do anything. Hey, it could just be like, you're doing great at the gym. Like, see you next time. It's not even like we have to interview you. It always will come up because it's like we find them so interesting. So it's like, would you be interested? So
Yeah.
usually people are.
I could never.
Yeah?
Like if I'm sitting at the gym, one, applause because it takes a lot. Two, I could never just be like, that guy looks like they're in shape. Let me go ask him a question. I don't even want to talk to people
It's
outside
scary.
of work.
And
It's
no, you're
intimidating
so
because I know
right.
people don't want to talk in the gym. Like I don't necessarily always want to talk in the
Yeah.
gym. That's why I give them the opportunity. Like, hey, like, do you want to do this another day? You can
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
But that's why I need to go to like the loop where people are just out.
Right. Yeah.
And people have such limited time anyways. They're trying to be in and out of the gym. They're not trying to have a
Well, these
conversation.
guys are retired too, so sometimes they're just
Also
they're
true.
chilling.
That too. They're like, I'm retired. I got all the time. I'm
If
like,
you go to the
Chat you
loop
up.
at like 10 a.m., they're either retired or moms. Like,
yeah.
every time I'm looking at my friends' stories, I'm like, I'm so jealous of you guys. I'm sitting in a store staring outside. And I love my job, but still, someday I'm like, man, it'd be nice to just go walk the loop today. The weather looks
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And September's coming up, which is like one of the best months.
Yes.
I know the
Not
weather.
wait.
So
I do give you major props for the amount of confidence to walk up to people too. Because the first time I saw, I think the first one I saw, Sarah Ald shared hers.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, oh, this does give me like School of Hard Knocks vibes.
Yeah.
And you did such a good job with it. It was so natural. Like it felt really
Thank you.
like neat, like watching, especially knowing Sarah too. And just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that was a great interview and everything. So I thought you did
yeah.
a fantastic job with that.
Thank you, man.
We
I
love
appreciate that. And I'm always like, the thing with social media is like you're always finding new ways to approach these situations too.
Right.
Like every video, I'm like thinking, okay, how can I film it a little bit differently? How can I like try and make it feel more natural or ask these questions? Like I know in the next interview I'm about to switch up my questions a little bit more,
Right.
even like just make it more sharp, more clean. And I don't know, it's just like, it's so interesting. Just, you're always trying to find ways to move.
So
differently.
creative too.
the Chris question: are you handheld or are you using like a gimbal or like?
All those arms right there.
I'm like, I know you got
I'm
the
like-
muscle, like.
Shaking.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I
believe
sweat
it.
so easily.
If we forget the tripod, she's like, "Oh my God, Ryan, really?"
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
now?
It's
My camera's
both.
heavy, dude.
Yeah.
It's like it's a big camera like that.
You gotta,
wow.
It's a real camera, not a phone.
No, yeah, it's a real
And,
camera.
and we'll use
At first,
both
it was a phone.
sometimes. Yeah, well, sometimes we'll do phone, and like he's using the audio from my phone, and then I'm filming with his camera or whatever. But
started.
yeah,
It literally
and-
was your phone, and then I was like holding my phone to record the audio, and it sounded great. Like,
Yeah.
But it's
Clearly
nice to
worked.
have the nice. You have one nice camera so
Yes.
far,
Yeah.
so it's like the clean cut of. It's so crisp. It's just more appealing. I mean,
Yeah.
the iPhone can do great, but like,
It's
don't
just
know.
something about the processing of an iPhone. And like even our Samsung, like the camera on the Samsung is great, but for some reason when it goes across the internet and turns it like digitized, it just wants to be like, yeah, not anymore.
interesting.
But
The other issue, and we could probably talk about this too, is my editing process. It gets run through so much crap. It just gets condensed and condensed and condensed and
dang,
condensed.
yeah.
So by the time we take it from the phone and get to the final like thing, it's like kind of grainy. But like with that thing, like I can do whatever I want and it's fine.
Yeah.
So
Gosh,
Sure,
it's
you can
tough,
zoom
man.
in, like,
exactly.
and he knows all the settings on that camera. So I'm always like, Ryan, make sure this is good before
before you hand it to me.
Right, before it's like super blurry or like
sometimes
bright.
the sun will heat it up too, and like you really
that's
can't
true.
even do anything about it. It kind of makes it harder at the end of the day. But I think the biggest thing when it comes to all of that, especially with social media and if you're into content and editing, is like you can't overthink it too much. Like you can put up the least quality video and it will still do the same thing, or if not better.
Yeah.
So it's just more so. It's always going to be the story. At the end of the day, it's going to.
It is great. I heard this. I forget what podcast I was listening to, but they always say like the audio is more important than the video, which I would think at first rip, I would think like it would be the opposite. But I guess more people are listening as opposed to actually watching what's being said. Like you're watching something because you want to know the information that's coming from it. So it does make more sense because some of our like worst quality, like, shit, like we've messed this up somehow. And we put it out, I'm like, well, something needs to go out this week anyway. It goes out and ends up being like one of the best like ones we had. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are like, wait, why is it like that? But okay, that's why they pay attention.
Right, yeah.
It's so interesting, man. Social media is a weird world, but
It really is.
He knows so much about it. I'm just so
I
cool.
think I do enough really.
Yeah.
I know
I'm
very
like,
minimal,
he's-
man. We only know so much.
Well, you know a lot. You know a lot.
So
I guess.
Seems like it anyway.
I guess.
I would say
does.
the
Learning
results speak
every
for
day.
themselves.
I'm learning
Yeah.
every day.
that's a good thing. It's like
Yeah.
every day you learn something different.
Literally
Oh yeah,
every single day.
or anything.
With all these crazy transitions you guys are doing, going from cell phones to like a real camera and everything, what's your next step? Are you gonna be like you're gonna do like a road trip to a new city, interview some people?
Yeah.
You're gonna like get a new camera? I'm curious.
How are you going to spend your money? Because it's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
spent.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like right now, it is like, where are we going to put these next dollars, and where is it going to be worth it? Because I think at the end of the day, that's what you got to think about. Is like, where am I going to get the most out of the situation? And it is like trying to find. I want to find events. I want to go to places where there's more people, and I get more interviews and batch content. And go up raw, like cold. Like I want to go cold to people and ask them these questions and see what that's like. I've been toying into the YouTube world, and I've always kind of been dipping in that area for a long time. But it's such an interesting. I don't understand the algorithm. It's so weird. But I want to go hard, dude.
Nobody does.
None of the algorithms, but that one of all of them, man, is like the hardest one because it's just so weird. But that being said, there's so much potential there, and I realized that because like I cut up the Wayne interview. I had no intentions of posting anything on YouTube, so I filmed everything vertical, which from day one I knew I shouldn't have done that because I've been in that scenario before. Always film things horizontal if you can, because then you can cut it. But I just cut it in half, and I put both of our heads and bodies on either side. Very like I said earlier, like the raw content. There was nothing really great and perfect about it because Wayne's a little shorter than I am, so I'm looking down and he's like looking up. So it's like I'm looking at his chest the whole time. Like, but it's literally a 6-minute interview. It wasn't long, and I was like, I'm just gonna put it on YouTube. Like, why not? We'll just see what happens. So I do the shorts, but I'm like, I'm gonna do a full length and just throw it up there. And it goes viral on YouTube. And I've never had a video like go viral on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Outside of a short. And that's only happened once with a short.
Right.
And ever the short gets the same views. I don't get it. But since then, I've been trying to figure out how. Because I've been posting other interviews, and none of them have really been comparing to, that stat.
You just have to stare at people's chests.
Got to stare at people's chests.
Exactly. What's he
figured it
looking
out.
at?
But the more I learn from
The
these
logo.
YouTubers, the creators, they say like, yeah, every once in a while you get those videos that kind of do well raw, and it's just kind of like a strike of luck. But at the end of the day, a lot of times the audience on YouTube, they want something that's more YouTube, like, I don't know how to explain it, like that Mr. Beast feel where it's like very I don't know, it feels like you're watching a show.
Right,
Like you want that TV feeling, that energy, and especially if it's not going to be someone as shocking as Wayne, because I don't know if y'all seen Wayne on our dude is just jacked, 66, killing it. Like he's such a cool
Sweetest
dude,
person.
and he's the nicest human on the planet. But that's where I'm like really trying to dive into, and I think those big events would be kind of cool, like to get those batch interviews and putting them into one video, and then doing more like videos where I have like this versus this, like this guy in the gym versus this guy in the gym, or like how can I kind of create a different angle for the YouTube experience, and also have the interviews on there, but and make it a little bit more fun for myself as well. I want to enjoy what I do, and I want to have these new experiences, and I think Evyn does too. We want to travel more, but that's like what we love doing, and it's also a good excuse to like get out of the house and go to New York City and and have a weekend.
But you could go to Ohio for the Arnold.
Could go and see.
True.
Exactly.
See, these are good ideas. We need
Things
to
I
write
wouldn't
this
even
down.
know about.
Right.
Yeah, and we're already in that fitness space, so that's why it's been so refreshing to like already meet people like-minded in the gym, because we're already going to be there anyways.
Right.
So it's like, oh wow, this is convenient because we're meeting these cool people that are ripped, but going to the events too. I mean, we do the same type of workout all the time. It'd be fun to actually do the event, like the deco we talked about doing. So it's just like, there's so many things. Like, I feel like HYROX is so popular right now.
I will watch you do a HYROX.
Right. I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to do that because you have to train. But, you know, I think with anything you have to train. But at the same time, it'd be fun to, like, do something different.
It's intimidating.
It's like, oh, do we do it?
You know, that is a good YouTube. I did the HYROX with no training.
You did?
No,
Oh,
I'm saying
There it is.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it would be.
Title song.
look, I'm ready.
Sold it.
Now you have to do it.
My cardio is.
But see, like
That's the point.
The point is, to me, I'm like, if you're doing a HYROX with no training, I just want to see you finish.
Yeah,
That's true.
Exactly.
And really, you just have to be able to do those motions.
Do you want to come with us? We can all do it together.
Sure.
Four of us.
They're gonna start the HYROX, and it's gonna be like, all right, 4 hours later.
We're going to interview you.
Hey, you guys.
Dying. Yeah.
Finally
Sudden cut
finished.
to ambulance picking up Chris.
We don't want anyone getting hurt, including ourselves. No injuries.
It's mostly those
No.
like I always see the one like the burpees. Is that what it is?
Oh,
But they're like-
It's so intense.
It's like
CrossFit?
no, but in the
HYROX?
HYROX, it's like the jumping forward, and they got to do a push up, and they got
Yeah.
to jump, and I'm like, I'm too tall to be going down, up, down, up. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, everyone has their niche of what they like to do, and that one is something that when I worked at a gym in Charlotte, that was like the focus was HYROX, and it was so inspiring to see everyone train for it. And they're like, "So are you training for anything?" I'm like, "No." Do I need
Training for
to?
life.
Like, should I? I
Exactly.
don't know.
I want to be healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm training for.
I think doing it without the training is interesting, and the only reason why I say that is because how many times do you watch the Olympics and you're like, oh, like that person did terrible.
Yeah,
It's
you're like,
like,
what's
okay,
the
well,
point?
I also
never
wouldn't
do
finish
that.
like one lap when that person did like 12.
No,
So-
you have a good
But there was
point.
the one guy in the Olympics. He was from Africa. Like he was from a country that had somehow qualified for the Olympics, and he had never gotten to swim in an Olympic-sized pool. Like because like where he was from, they didn't have a pool that long. So like the people he was swimming against, because it was like the third heat or something silly, they were like the other people DQ'd so he could like swim it out. And like he set his like national record because no one had swam it. But I'm like, that's what you should be comparing yourself against, is like the guy who's like pushing himself and just barely qualified, but with like he did it. But yes, I agree. There should always be, like in every Olympic sport,
Like
there
the
should be
average
an
Joe.
average guy.
You're so
Where are
right.
you
Average
from?
It's more relatable.
Right.
It's like,
No, that should be like the bottom lane. Should be like the person that's never. It's like, you know how to swim, right? Yes. Okay, here. Put a
You're
suit
not going
on.
to drown, are you? Okay,
I would
sweet. Good
totally
end.
watch it sport now.
same.
Because I don't really watch it that much, but man, throw that in there.
Yeah, put Usain Bolt versus like Tyler.
Yeah.
100-meter dash. Like,
It's like,
let's
go. It's like, oh, damn, I got 2 steps in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no,
It needs to lead a head start.
Right.
we're on to something.
And Mr.
here.
Beast has done stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah. Oh,
he
yeah,
brings
he's
to like,
always-
oh, who can like hit this soccer shot from however far away, like a penalty kick, and they'll bring in some kid.
The challenge stuff is so big on there.
Oh yeah, his show.
I feel like there's so many interesting angles we can take with that, with like people that are in their 60s, 70s that are just ripped
Right.
against people that are younger than them doing stuff. But you know, it's like it's intimidating. For YouTube, it's the editing, the scripting, talking. Like you don't really think about it until you start trying to make a video. You're like, oh my god, these guys are like talking over the middle of the video about a
Right.
point. I'm like, how are they planning that out? How are they thinking about that? The scripting alone is like
Yeah.
the most impressive thing to me, I think. So I'm working on that.
I've been doing like different. I have another like project on the side, and I started doing scripts for that. and you write something and it sounds amazing. But when you go to say it in real life, you're like, I can't say these words in a row like this. But like written down, it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a whole nother dynamic I never even thought of.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's exactly what it feels like every time I write a script or
Right.
something. I usually change the words, but it's a good way to start.
Yeah. And the world that I live in, the finance world, there's a lot of compliance involved.
Oh,
And so you
yeah.
have to write your script, send it in for approval. They approve it. They send it back to you.
Dang.
So I get it approved. It comes back to me, and I have like this weird alliteration that I like magically made up in words, and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, now I need to switch it.
Yeah, they
and then you have to send it back to
Yeah.
compliance
Oh,
to
man.
fix your 2 words that you changed.
Gosh.
And then we could bring it back, and it's like a 2-week process for like a
That's quite
15-second
the
clip.
process.
Yeah,
that's
it's
tough.
ridiculous.
That's why we just have a podcast
Yeah.
where it's like
Right.
there's no
Anything
script. We're
goes.
just talking to people. And it's always funny too, because like I remember back in the day when I was actually working out all the time, people are like, oh, you're doing great. And I'm like, thank you. But you realize that now I'm going to take a nap every single afternoon or like every morning. And they're like, why? I'm like, because I used all of my energy. Or
You got to rest.
yes.
Absolutely.
This is important.
Today's a rest day for us.
Oh, that's why you had wine last night.
Exactly.
Right.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I'm going to ask 2 more questions before I let Tyler do his thing. What is your favorite workout?
Oh, this is a good question because
Workout or
Sit right next to
movement?
me, guys. Just kidding. But other than that,
there we go.
what is my favorite workout?
I mean, you could just be like, you could do back, buys. You could do like you could say
A
push,
gym workout,
pull.
we do
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
I like Fridays. Fridays we do. What do we do? Arms,
Arms
shoulders.
and shoulders.
Yeah, it's easy. So
Man.
I mean, as a
don't
gymnast,
know.
that makes sense. I feel like all former gymnasts have really good arms and shoulders.
Yeah.
I'm so much weaker than I used to be. Oh my gosh!
She's
But
she's ripped.
it did like build me
Yeah.
to who I am today, obviously. But at the same time, I don't know. I love to do legs, but I think arms have been more important these days because I think the satisfaction of doing a pull up is like, yeah.
Funny thing is, though, it's like opposite for me because as a guy, it's like you're focused on your
Right.
upper body as a
Yeah.
kid. So then, you're like, oh wait, I
Yeah.
gotta do my legs now.
We switched.
Right.
So I've been doing way more legs and getting more into that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
those are so hard.
juicy
Leg days,
booty.
you're just burning the
Legs?
most.
Exactly.
energy,
Oh, yeah.
man.
It's so much.
They wear
It
you
is.
out.
They do. It does. So that's why I'm like, oh, it's nice to get those done. But
Yeah. I want
And
to
it's best for testosterone too.
Is it really? Well, that's good. I'm gonna start doing more legs.
oh,
now.
it does.
Yeah, especially I know you're not doing this as much, but especially like if you're doing like squats and stuff, because it's the only way you're going to move that type of weight
Yeah.
is through your legs.
Yeah, we do a lot of
so-
press. We'll do
okay.
hack squats. We'll do leg press. This is just recently we started switching it up, and then we'll do like this new one we've been doing. What's it called?
What was that one?
You have the bar on like your arms in front of you like this, and you're squatting.
yeah, yeah.
It's pretty
I've seen it.
intense.
That is
Like front
so
squats.
core active.
It's
like because you have to
whole
make sure
body.
your body's sitting up straight,
Right.
as otherwise you're like crouching like
Yeah,
this.
Exactly.
the form is so important at the
right.
end of the day.
Because
I think.
legs are also core. So
Yes.
it's like we weren't even really training core for a long time. We weren't really incorporating it.
Yeah, I
we're
was
like, we're
thinking
already
that way, too.
doing it, but now we're like, okay, we should at least have one ab workout where we're just focused on that. But yeah, I'm like, what are we going to do tomorrow? Legs. Tomorrow's
Well, we always
legs.
do. It's always the same. Like, it'd be like chest back. No, sorry. We start out with leg day, and then at the end of the leg workout, we'll do an ab. And then the next day is usually chest back, and at the end of that day, we'll do one leg workout. So we always kind of get a leg in every single day.
Right.
I let that be like our last thing we do. So we keep it very similar in terms of like push pull,
Right.
and then the days that we're doing chest back, arms, shoulders, legs. But yeah, I keep it. Other than that, the workouts change though. The exercises actually
Yeah.
change. You don't keep
Makes
those.
sense.
the same
Depends on
all the
what's
time.
available too at the gym.
That's true.
You know, it's a little crowded. 5 o'clock.
You can't do
Yeah.
leg day on Wednesday because that's when everyone else does
Oh
it.
yeah, our Wednesdays are
Hump
rest
day.
days for us.
That's right.
Which
Wednesday
are active
is.
rest days. We go out, we walk like 2-3
Right.
miles, and we do something to get out of the
Jump in
house.
the ocean.
Yeah,
'Cause we live at the beach.
yes,
That's why you moved here.
exactly.
Charlotte.
Yes, we did move. We've been
We just
all over
moved.
the place.
Yeah.
Who knows? We may not be here next year. I don't know. But we do love it here. It's
I
where
was
we
going to
met.
ask if there's a next destination on the horizon?
I don't know. We would love to live somewhere. We just like trying new cities and just seeing what it's like. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just fun to meet new people and get different energy. And
Yeah.
we've lived in Charlotte. I grew up in Raleigh. She grew up in Greensboro. Lived in Charleston for a while, which is really cool. Yeah. Lived in California for like not even a whole year.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Lived in
Back to
Tennessee,
Charleston.
Back to Charleston. We've been everywhere. So we want to go overseas at some point. I think that'd be really fun to do like 3 or 4 months, whatever we can get a visa with, or
Right.
how long you can stay there. I don't know, but
Depends
that'd
on
be
what
cool.
country.
Depends on the country for sure. Europe would be cool. Somewhere in Europe, Spain would be cool, but
Ibiza.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you hit around it pretty closely. What does success look like for you guys then?
Man, right now I feel like it's everything that we're doing. I can't say that we're not successful, no matter what it looks like to other people. I think we've impacted people around us that are close to us, our family, our friends, and we still have our family and friends, and we're close with them. And I think that's one of the biggest things, is just being there for your family at the end of the day. Like, that's a lot of the times I feel like in America we don't hear a lot of that anymore. Everyone's kind of starting to split and
Relationships.
but I'm married to the most perfect girl on the planet.
Oh my gosh.
At the end of the day, this is
You're
success,
perfect.
guys. It doesn't matter what you're doing in life. It's the person next to you, whether it's your best friend or it's your wife, your husband, whatever it is, your partner. Like, that is success. But, for everyday club and all that stuff, it's just continuing to grow, continuing to impact people, and trying to make a change every day if we can.
Yeah.
Building it together. You know where Everyday Club comes from, right?
I don't think so.
Trick question.
Yeah, trick question for you. I'm
for it.
Evyn. That's Ryan.
Y.
Rye.
Yeah.
That's why there's no
Makes
He
sense.
came up with that too. He is the genius. And it just, it flows. And I think too, the whole success piece is like being able to do something that you love with the ones you love. Not even something, just all the things. Like, now we live in Wilmington, and my family lives here. His family lives here. Both of our families live here. So it's like, that is so cool to be able to do. Like, we were just at his parents' house, chilling with them, for the weekend. Yeah. So it's like being able to do that, and then like doing on the weekends what we also like to do is getting our week prepped, like getting our emails ready for Everyday Club, figuring out who we're gonna interview, all of the things.
Yeah.
I know for us, there's been a few episodes that have really stuck with us, that made a huge impact. Has there been any interviews for both of you that's been someone that you talk to and you're like, you know what, this is probably going to be something that I either do every day or is going to stay with me every day? And I guess that's for both of you. Has there been an interview like that for you?
Man, all of them have been so impactful in so many ways, but gosh, for someone who really stood out, it has to be the first interview I did, just because it was like, he was just like an anomaly, I swear. Everyone's so impressive on their own level, but the fact that he was 78 and just moving the way he moved, the way he looked at life, and it was one thing he said. He's like, I really, that one's out, man. I always think about it whenever I sit down and I go, or like, and I still do this. I don't know why, for no reason at all. Like, he's like, man, I'll be walking down the stairs and I'll be, I'm like, wait, no, like, why am I thinking like that? I'm not sore. I'm not hurting. Like, let me just get in the mindset of an 18-year-old, bop, 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 go down the stairs and I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm like, that's so true. It's like a lot of it is your mental, the way you think about it. And that is just so important. I feel like to not lose track of, like, it's so easy for everybody around you to make you feel like you're getting old. It doesn't matter what age you are.
True.
You could be 30, 40, 50, 60, and then you can throw the age out there as, well, I'm getting old. And the biggest thing is to just try and lose that. It doesn't matter, what you're doing. I feel like you just got to stay young, man. And John, he's the first one. He was the first guy I talked to, and his story is incredible. And I don't know, and I always think about it, because it's changed the trajectory of everything we're doing.
Right.
Like, I just never expected to be doing this. This was just such a left field situation, but God, everyone says so many good things. Everyone has like a quote too. Like, I swear it's impressive. All these people have these perfect quotes.
Right. Don't move it, you lose it.
You don't move. Yeah, we quote them all the time.
Yeah,
We'll
it's so
say
funny.
stuff from the interviews, like Wayne and Ruth and Kitty, and they all have something they say that's very specific in the way they say it. And I don't know.
What about you?
Yours is good. I was thinking when he was talking, I was listening, and I was like, let me think about that. It was something so wild to see Ruth, who again, she's now 101, sitting on a bike, doing the exercise, doing the bike, getting to the gym with her daughter. Her daughter, how old is Annette? I don't know how old Annette is. 78. Just like seeing them side by side, like that's their time together. And
that's wild.
And like, I want, like Ryan said, he's like, I want to go to the gym with my mom. It's like, same. So.
Actually, one more. There was one more. Yeah. We were in Charlotte. It's actually my best friend growing up. It's his grandma. Her name is Peggy. And it was Peggy and Weta. They were together, two 94-year-olds going to the gym, and they drove to the gym. They're just in there doing their little workout for like 30 minutes. They're so like Southern chatty, like, hey, how you doing? Like, just the sweetest people. And she kept saying, she's like, if you don't move it, you lose it. And I was like, man, that is so true. And now, like, if you go on our YouTube or Facebook, I think that's the quote I put up there is, if you don't move it, you lose it.
That's awesome.
And it's just Peggy, 94 years old.
And they're doing so many other things outside of the gym. Yeah. They're raking their yard. It's like you don't have to go to the gym, and they're making a point to actually go to the gym. That's also their time together that they can spend as friends and hold each other accountable. Yeah. So it's like all the people that are going to the gym, not going to the gym, but still having that active lifestyle and like being with their friends, being with their family. It's just like inspiring. Inspires us. It's
just about moving, I think at the end of the day, people think like you have to go to the gym, you have to like specifically do this one thing, or you're never gonna be able to live to this age and stay this active. And at the end of the day, actually, one of even the bigger quotes. I'm sorry, but it's like
it's so good.
A big one actually that might even be the better one is this guy named Greg. He works out at O2 Fitness down here. Okay. And he said it's not about quantity of life, but it's about quality. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and that's what I respond to a lot of the comments where people kind of feel a little bit down about these people being older. I'm like, it's not about how long you can live, it's about how well you're going to be living at those ages. Because anything can happen to us at the end of the day. Like you can live a perfect lifestyle and genetically something happens. Like I'm not writing that off. Like these people have the secret to living to 106.
Yeah. Right.
But if you can be living and every day feel a little bit better and not be living in ailment all the time because of poor situations, not because of something that just unfortunately happened. Right. If it's just poor life decisions and you're just treating your body like shit all the time, then that sucks. And if you have a better quality of life, that's what it's all about.
Health span instead of lifespan. Really want to focus on how far can I get in my life healthy versus like the number. Like it doesn't matter how old you are as long as you can feel like you're 18. Like John, he's 70. Well, he's probably 79 now. Yeah. But like, it's just we want to grow into these years not having those ailments. And again, things happen. But at the same time, it's like, what can we do to prevent that? Just staying healthy, hopefully, forever.
Or push through those things,
Yeah.
Right. Stuff happens. You can figure out ways to live with it and still enjoy your life.
I think these people, you kind of touched on this. Like the first thought is, they never really grew up with social media. They probably don't want to talk on social media, right? However, to kind of flip that and maybe change your mindset a little bit about this too, is I think a lot of people wish they could tell their younger self something. Yeah. And if they're able to take that and pass that along to the younger generation, I think that's very valuable to them as well, as much as it's valuable for you to share.
True.
So to take that and make it a question now is, if you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I usually ask them to like give me a question for the younger generation, but I kind of like to say, what would you tell your younger self to do? Because I know. And Wayne was one of those people who was like, he really was excited about being able to tell these kids what to do in the gym.
A lot of the responses are just start. Like literally start now. You can start tomorrow. Start now. You don't have to like be like, well, I'm 60. I can't do it. It's like, actually, you can. You can pick something different. You literally just have to start. And that's been really wholesome from all of the people that we've interviewed is like, just go, like literally just start.
Right.
That's it. It's having that all in the mindset.
Don't forget to enjoy your life. I think 80-20, man. I think I've gotten down the rabbit hole of being like too focused on my health. I think we both were for a period of time. And like, I would even get in my head, I'd be sleeping at night and thinking about things. I'm like, man, I really should be thinking about this. Like, why am I stressing?
Right.
And like, it's so easy to get caught up. And then I'm like, fuck it, dude. Like, I can have a random, cookout meal once a year or two or whatever, a month. It doesn't it's not going to kill me as long as I'm like staying active, doing what I need to do, and staying during the week, doing what I need to do. Like, you got to have those things in life that make you happy. And stress is such a big thing. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
So if something's going to make you more relaxed and enjoy your life a little bit, like, don't shy away from it and feel like you have to do everything perfect. Because golly, everyone on Instagram makes you feel like you have to do.
That's so true.
Not everyone,
Exactly.
but
You
a
have to
lot of
take-
people can make that. Like, they sell that because it is what baits people in to watch the video.
Right.
And I get it. Like, you always got to lead with something that's interesting. I totally understand. But, you got to enjoy life. 80-20.
That's
what
so
we
true.
always say.
Yeah. The holistic doctor that I work with, she was on the podcast before as well. And she talks about how stress and the increase of cortisol basically destroys the rest of your body if you have too much of it or not enough of it. And I think a lot of people put too much stress on their bodies, thinking they need to do everything perfect all the time. And I think that cortisol level is actually doing more harm than if they just were to live life every day and love what they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's you look at all these people in the Mediterranean and these other countries that are, old and just ripping cigarettes, drinking wine, like living their life, and they're not thinking about it too much. Well, fortunately, they do have like scenarios where they're, a lot of their food is very fresh.
Sure, yeah.
But like at the same time, they're not, so stressed about everything that's happening and trying to be involved in every single little thing. And I think the news is one of those things where it's like, man, the more you get involved in that, it's like it's stressful. And during 2020, like there was so much happening in 2020, and it was just like, man, left and right, you're thinking about all this stuff, and you're seeing it all on your phone because it's like, let's just show everybody all these people dying, and it's like very intense. It's not stuff that we don't need to know about, but it's also stuff like it could really impact how you go and think and live and your stress. And so how can you manage understanding the importance of all this stuff, but like also realizing what you can do in your own world is the most important thing. Like, how can for me, that's why I love doing this. 'Cause like, how can I affect the people around me and like make the person in the store's day, if they turn around and they drop something, pick it up for them. Like, what can you do around in your own realm to help the people around you? Because I think that's going to make the bigger impact than a lot of people realize. And it could be one person. So that's all I really.
Ryan always holds the door open for me everywhere we go. And it's so cute when other people notice it because it's like, it's such a small thing. But they're like, this morning we went to get coffee. And this lady's like, that's a good man right there. Because he held the door open, not just for me, but for the person coming out after me. It's just like, wow, seeing that. That is not even related to health, wellness. That's just being a good human. And it's like, I don't know. That made my day.
Well, I think at the end of the day, too, it's like you don't know who sees what you're doing, and then they get an impact from it. Like, that's the thing. It's like you don't have to tell everyone you're doing everything as long as you're doing it. That's for health, too. Like, you can't tell your family to go change their diet. It's almost impossible.
True.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's going to
they're
take them
like,
time,
no.
but the more you keep doing what you're doing and they see it, then they make the decision for themselves. Because at the end of the day, we have to make the decision for ourselves. We can't. No one can let someone make the decision for them. It's just
No one's coming
that's
to
humanity.
save you.
So, like, as long as you can lead by action, and I think that's also super impactful.
Love it.
Me too.
Yeah.
So we kind of know, but where can everyone find you guys on social medias and your website?
Yeah, everything is on our Instagram. I would say it's the best place to go because our
We love
Everyday Club,
Instagram.
Evry, Day Club.
Okay.
We'll spell check you.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Our
Just
links are
delete
all
the E.
on there. I mean, that's our website. It's everydayclub.com.
Sweet.
But yeah, you can find us on TikTok, YouTube,
Nice.
Instagram, Substack.
Yeah. And if anyone knows anybody that's like,
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
on,
a
we're
family
always
member that wants to be
recruit.
interviewed.
Recruit. We'd love to get to know them and know their secrets. So
Yeah.
it's always cool to meet new people in general. But yeah.
Love it.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
For having us.
I like your energy.
Thank you.
That's why the
Thank you.
videos do so well.
He does. That energy.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching or listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow them, and kind of see the growth of their channel as well as ours. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Cheers.
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 Cheers.